Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I wanted to throw up this video on this McLaren from LEGO. This is the Formula One 2022 car from LEGO. This is set 42141. Really cool figure. I think this originally came out, I want to say sometime in March, um, or perhaps early April. I know it retail for $180, $179.99. That's 180 to me. Um, it's currently sold out. I guess these are in high demand. Pretty cool set. I did already open it and built it. Spent a couple of days playing with it, putting it together. Really, really cool. I like it anyway. I know some folks had some issues with it. I know specifically around the stickers and how they represent if it's accurate to the actual 2022 model. For me, I usually get these and display them. I don't really play around. I know there's also some reservations around the fact that Technic has become a bit more of a display piece rather than actual Technic, functions, etc. This was not so bad, so I didn't have much of an issue with it. I thought for the price point and for the size of this thing, it's really cool. But there is the box again, 179.99. As I said last I checked on Lego.com, it's out of stock. Really cool. There's the actual toy, same as the front. This took me about, I want to say, about 2 days, about 2 hours each day. It didn't actually take too long. Had about 4 bags. Well, not just 4 bags, but bags number 1 through 4, and each step had about 2 to 3 bags. But there's the actual car there as well. Really cool looking vehicle there. You guys could see the measurements. You could see some pictures of the actual Formula One car versus the Lego model. Really cool. So there we go. And then what we'll do is we'll probably go to the finished version and show you guys what that looks like. Okay, guys, so finally, I am done building the Lego Technic McLaren Formula One race car. This took me about, I want to say three to 4 days, just taking my time. It wasn't anything too complicated. If you've built any of the Lego Technic 1/8 cars before, or I think they had other Formula One race cars, it's something very similar. I did enjoy the build. It wasn't anything too complicated for me. A lot of stickers though. I think it was 2 sheets and I think a little over 50 separate stickers. I did have a bit of an issue with having stickers left over at the end, but that came up of an issue with the set being updated. So overall, I think this thing looks awesome. I like the way it looks. I do follow Formula One. Not I used to. I don't follow it that much nowadays. Um, so it's something that when I get these things, I get them mainly for display. I know the Technic uh, moniker for these sets. You expect them to have a lot of functions. In this case, this car does have the active steering. So if you were to go in here, you can move the steering wheel and the wheels do move. So that's, I guess, part of the Technic thing. Also, I don't know if you could see there you can see the engine, the V6 with the pistons. So as you move the wheels, you can see the pistons move up and down. But really, other than that, for a Technic set, this doesn't really have a lot of features, which I know can be a turnoff for a lot of folks who are into building Technic, you know, cars, etc. I myself, I'm very happy with this. I love the color. I love the proportions. I do love the way they came out. Um, Again, I do wish a lot of these pieces would have been printed, but I know that would have driven up the price. I think this thing was $180 already. Um, and I often have a hard time putting in stickers straight, but I think I did a pretty good job. But there's stickers pretty much all over here. These are all stickers on the spoiler here. It's a sticker here on the front as well. But it's a really cool figure. Um, I do like the blue and orange they picked there. Again, you guys can see it there from the front. I really don't have any complaints about this. Again, I'm not a huge F1 fan. Again, I just like the race cars. I like the vehicles. So I'm not one to speak on technical issues or how these things should look or what they should do. To me, to my eyes, in my collection, I think this is pretty well done for $180. I really don't have any complaints other again than the whole sticker situation, which I think, again, printed pieces would have been nice, but I know that would have driven up the price. As far as I think the colors are on point, the blue, the orange with the black, they go really well together. Definitely a cool looking formula car for me. Now, the one issue that I did run into is I got this set in, I believe it was when it was released in March, and I didn't build it until about probably 2 weeks ago. So as I was building this, I was using the the PDF instructions on Lego's website. And my understanding is that those have been updated. So what ended up happening is, as I was building this, I had 3 sets of stickers left over. And maybe I'll take the camera and show you exactly which ones those were. So I followed a PDF online on Lego's website, and I ended up having these bit decals and these little ones here. I don't know if you could see it on both sides. They're on both sides here. And also on the spoiler, on the rear spoiler, this bus sticker. I had those left over when I was done, and I was trying to figure out why I had leftover stickers. I was pretty sure I didn't miss a step. So I was trying to figure out where. And then I am aware, obviously, that there was some issue with Lego updating the original set that came out, and some sponsors were removed. And essentially, the instructions that I followed online are the new updated instructions that don't include the those particular sponsors, right? My understanding is that the set themselves have been updated. I think it's just they're not including these specific sponsors as stickers in the newer sets. So this is one of those earlier sets that does have those stickers. I opted to put them on. I had to break out the instructions and try to go back and figure out exactly at which steps those stickers went in. So that was the only thing I ran into. As I said, the sticker sheets, you get 3 of them. And you guys can see them all there. And this is for the wheels. So you do a lot of stickers to put on. Book, I really do wish that for these type of cars, they would try to give you some kind of hard cover. This is just a standard paper, but it's really cool. Again, they included a lot of pictures of the actual car. That's a cool picture of the team there, and some creating a new formula, etc. And you go through the instructions, etc. There's the designer of the car, and here's all the bags. 4 steps, but there's more than 4 bags. So there you go. So really cool set. I do like it. I'm happy with it. As I said, the only issue I ran into was having those stickers left over, which was due to the I guess updating or running change with the sponsors or whatever. On my end, I have no issues with this. I like it. I would recommend it for anyone out there that's looking to have a nice Formula One car display piece. It's really nice. I may even hang this on my wall. I've been getting into the habit of hanging some of my Lego cars on the wall. I figure what I could do now is I have some of the other 1/8 cars and another Formula Lego car that we can compare it to. So I'll bring those in. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the first comparison that I have. This is the Technic Porsche that came out a couple of years ago. This is, I think, a set that's in a whole different league than this one price-wise. I think this thing was like 299 or a little over $300. And uh, part count-wise, this has way more pieces than this, at least if I'm remembering correctly. The Formula One car here is slightly longer just by the nature of the type of vehicle that it is than this one. Obviously, this one having more pieces, being a bit more complicated of a build, a whole different product than that. It weighs a little more. It's a bit more complex, but just sort of wanted to compare those two. The orange, I thought initially when I saw these, the orange is actually very similar. I think it may even be the same, exact same color. I know in the on camera, the oranges do look a little different, but I think to my eye in person, they look very similar. I know you can get slightly different hues even on the same model, but it's not too bad. Just sort of wanted to show you guys for anyone out there that may be interested. Perhaps you guys could see the comparison on these two. All right, so here's another car that I have. This is the Formula. I think this is a Grand Prix racer. I think it was set 42,000 is the number on it. I've had this one for a while now. This was actually one of my first Technic sets that I've ever bought. So I just sort of want to show those off so you could see there, you know, the two Formula cars or, you know, very similar cars together. This particular car does have some additional things that that car doesn't, like the bonnet or whatever this section up here can raise so you could see more of the engine. There's you can move one of the pieces in the back and it actually lets you move the spoiler back and forth. And I think those are the things that a lot of Technic folks were used to that perhaps this car doesn't have. I mean, it has the steering just like this one. It has the, you know, working suspension just like this one. But I think this one had a little more, if those are the type of things that you're looking for. I don't really play around with them that much, but it's kind of cool that you're able to lift up this section here to see the engine, you know, with the way everything, all the gears and everything works, etc. But just want to show that off. I think they do complement each other. This guy is much a little bit longer than this guy. I tend to prefer the color on this one a lot better just because blue is my favorite color. But again, just want to show them off so you guys could see them there together. And maybe I'll do a little pan. And what I was referring to on this set is this section here where you can turn the gear, and depending which way you turn it, it either moves this section completely up or it moves the spoiler back and forth. This one doesn't quite have that, but again, you guys could see them there. I think they do look really well together. Really, really nice. Okay, guys, so just to wrap up the video, I'm pretty happy with this model. I know it's not very accurate to the actual set. You know, like I said earlier, Lego had to make some updates to some of the decals, like on the wheels and etc. And even then, I don't think the update they made was very accurate to the actual 2022 McLaren car, Formula car. Again, you know, if that's something you're looking for, this is not accurate. To me, again, I didn't mind it. I was more looking for, you know, the color scheme, that the car looked great when it was built, which it does. Also, you know, it is lacking in a lot of those Technic features. I know recently it seems like Technic is moving more towards just having a nice display model that has perhaps, you know, some working suspension, an engine, and the steering, and that's pretty much it. and the older Technic models tended to have additional features that you could, play around with, etc. Again, I didn't mind that on my own. I knew what I was getting into. As I said earlier, I was specifically looking for a nice Formula display piece, and this kind of met all those needs. I think for $180, I think it's a good price. Again, I wish it would have included perhaps a hard stock instruction manual and maybe a lot more printed pieces. As I said, it's over 50 stickers, but this is, it is what it is at this point. But I do love this set. I believe this is now in stock at Lego.com. So if that's something you want to get into, I would highly recommend it. And these are the things that I sort of hate about stickers. I try to get them as close as I could, but you can only do so much. But again, it's really cool. I do really like this model. I think they've done a really great job in putting this Formula car together. Now my only issue is space. I do hope Lego keeps making more of these, but I'm quickly running out of space. But anyway, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Again, this is the 2022 McLaren Formula One Team Race Car set 42141. And I think I mentioned earlier retail for around $179, so 180 US on my end. But yeah, you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment again. And thank you for your very valuable time. Hope you got something out of this. And be safe out there and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.